What is going on, everyone? Chris with Journos, Comics, and Pop Culture. Happy Monday to you all. I have another unboxing to do today, guys, and this is a key comic off of my 2021 want list. But before we get into this, guys, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please take some time to do so, and take some time to check out all the awesome links below, including how you can support the channel as a patron via patreon.com for only $3.99 a month. That's just the price of one new comic books, where you can get all kind of extra perks, extra exclusive videos every month. And we are having our first Patreon only contest. The giveaway will happen in February. Anybody that signs up to be a patron by the end of this month, by the end of January, will be entered into that contest. All right. You also could check out the link to the official Journos Comics merch page. I got a lot of new designs on the way in the next couple of months as well. And don't forget to check out Comic Book Canada, where we have our live show every Friday night, guys. All right, with that being said, let's get into this. So, it was last week where I did a video showing off my top. I picked 13 books, guys. Lucky number 13 as my books to grab for 2021. I had just recently grabbed one of those. This tape is a beast. I just grabbed one of those books, which was Miss Marvel 18, first full appearance of Mystique. So that was the first book off of that list. This is going to be book number 2 crossed off of that list, guys. All right, so this is just a really interesting packaged. It's like a homemade Gemini mailer almost out of a box with lots of packaging tape here. So I hope everyone had a good weekend. I hope if you guys are football fans that your guys' teams won. All right, with playoffs going on and everything. Ooh, is that Mylar? Ooh, it's in Mylar. All right, this book was bought off of the Mercari app, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. If it's the book that I think it is, but I'm pretty sure it is. Because, you know, a lot of you guys know, sometimes I'm opening packages and, yep, it is. A lot of times I'll open packages and I don't even remember what I ordered, but this time it was the book that I thought it was. And yes, it is in Mylar. Very nice. I love when sellers ship books in Mylar, especially if they're you know, key books. All right, guys, this is let me look at this now. There was many pictures supplied on the listing in Mercari, so I had a very, very good understanding of what grade it was. I can see some of the defects that were there. But it looks exactly how I expected it to look. It's all right, guys. Let me show you guys. Okay, so what happened though is I put an offer in, because you can make an offer on anything on the Mercari app, and I put an offer in that was like, man, I want to say at least $14 off of the asking price. And then they countered with a price that was only $4 more than my offer, and I accepted. So this book was at least $10 off of the asking price. All right, you guys ready? Second book that I've obtained off of my 2021 want list, and it's also a book that is for my Grail run. And that's Spider-Man number 78, first appearance of the Prowler. There it is. So happy to finally add this book to my collection. I'm years late. Ridiculous that I hadn't got this in the past. This book, okay, so we'll go ahead and take it out of the Mylar here, because I want you guys to see the grade. And it's definitely more of a mid-grade book. All right. But I talk about this a lot. I talk about how books present, and as long as the presentation of the book is up to my standard, I'm okay. I don't need to sit here and go and put all my eggs in one basket and spend a lot of money on high grade keys. Well, first off, because I don't have money like that. So in order to tend to my budget, I have to do what I have to do, and I'm okay with that. This book is definitely getting a press, and it's definitely going to benefit greatly from a press. Double boarded Mylar. Big kudos to this seller. All right, so let's look at this. I'm looking at this. I'm going to say it's got what looks like a subscription crease, but it's not in the middle. It's right down there like that. And you can see it going, it breaks color right about here, and it breaks color almost all the way up to about right here. So that's a pretty substantial defect there. It's got another crease that does, yep, going like this, that breaks color right there. So those are two pretty big creases. Other than that, though, I mean, there's rounding of the edges and a little bit of color breaking wear around the edges, but not too bad. You know, for a Silver Age book. I do believe this was 1969 that this book came out. It's got a little bit of a spine roll that can get flattened out with the press, and of course some spine wear and ticks, but not too shabby, especially for a Silver Age book. And, you know, again, a press will really make that look nice. And the corners are a bit rounded, but again, not too bad. Let's look at the back. The back definitely has some dinge, though. It has some staining. Doesn't look like moisture staining, so I don't really know. I'm going to try to clean that, see if some of that will come off. And you guys can see here, I might try to fix this in a press. The book is looks like it's a bit rolled. You see that? And you can see a little bit of a spine roll, but it's been flattened. I don't think this book has ever been pressed. I can usually tell if a book's been pressed. This doesn't look like it, but it does look like maybe it was like sitting like in a stack or just having some type of pressure that flattened that spine with the spine roll. So I am going to try to correct that spine roll. I haven't corrected a lot of spine rolls, but I'm going to go for it. And I know this is a key comic, but I'm going to take my chances. Pages are nice. Definitely off-white. Maybe off-white to white. There's a little bit of white in the middle still. Perfectly on the staples still. So very, very happy. Here's a printing defect. Ink blotch. There's Prowler, but you see that ink blotch right there? That wouldn't get deducted in the grade. That is from print, from manufacturing. There it is again. So that's okay. But yeah, beautiful book. Has a nice vintage smell to it, guys. I love when those old books, you can get a whiff of that nostalgia, man. Like you're right back there buying the comic off the newsstand. But first appearance of Prowler, guys. I think this character has a lot of room for growth. We saw him in Into the Spider-Verse, and I thought it was amazing to see him on screen. I said in my last video, too, doing my want list, I said, I don't know this for a fact, but I am making an assumption that Todd McFarlane's Spawn design was a bit influenced by Prowler. Also, I think the way that he designed him came from a little bit of his time drawing Batman, you know, with how he would draw the cape and whatnot. But I definitely think the design came a bit from Prowler as well. Very happy to have this book, guys. I paid $50 for this book in this condition, and I'm going to have to give this a grade of, man, even with those two big color breaks, if it didn't have this coming down right here, I'd grade it higher, but I'm going to say this is going to be a 4.0, just because of that huge subscription crease-like color break. I'm going to say it's a 4.0. When I give it a press and clean, that might change. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get this cleaned up. But, you know, look, I know for a fact that right now, even in a 4.0, what I paid for this is under fair market value. So I'm very, very happy. But I might show this off to you guys once I have it pressed and clean and see how it came out. So there it is, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you think I did. Big shout out to the seller. I thought I got an awesome deal, and he did a great job packaging it. So big shout out to the Mercari seller. And there you go, guys. Another one off of my 2021 want list. and another filler for my ASM Grail run. Let me know what you guys think below. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please take some time to do so. And until next time.